How you doing, folks? Ron Grovis from Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. And I've got a beer here to showcase today, as you can see in front of you. No, it's not an American brew or craft beer. It's from it's a European brew. From these two here, I did a review comparison kind of on maybe a year and a half ago to 2 years ago on the flavors and the beer itself. Didn't get too much into the review of them, but just did a comparison of these because both are from Portugal. There's two big breweries. This one's from Unicer, UNICER Brewery, and I forget what the name of this one here is from. It's on there. I really can't read the language. It's on here someplace, but it's two big breweries. And this one was started in 1940. This one early, I think 1929 was the year on this one here. So this one has been around, no, 1927 actually. This is 1927, this is 1940. This is more popular, I feel. People buy this a lot around the world. Both of them are worldwide beers. This is pretty popular around the world, the Saglis. See a lot of sport and events and soccer, baseball. They had a short-lived hockey league there, and this was, I think, one of the sponsors, if I'm not mistaken, over in Portugal. But we're talking about this one here, and I'm dying to taste this again. I forget exactly how it was, like I say, because there wasn't a review on it. It was just a comparison against the two. This is pretty popular, though, in Europe. They have a number of brands. This is not a Bock beer. That's what's confusing about it. Really convoluted, because all the flavors of the brand. This is a brand name, Super Bock. And under the Super Bock, they have other types of beers. And this, I think, is like a Pilsner. It's a lager, but more like in the Pilsner fashion. But they have a lot of other beers under their names of Super Bock. And yet not one of them is Bock, at least that I know of. One of them may be Bock, but this one isn't a Bock. I'll do less talk. Like I said, this started in 1927. It's a 5.2% ABV. In Europe, they call it Cerveja. As you can see here, they put Cerveja beer in beer the way they spell it in Germany. All right, no further ado. Let us get a glass and put it to the test. We got a glass. We got one coming up. Okay, we got one here. It's not a bad day here today in Massachusetts, folks. It's I think probably about 53, 54 degrees. Windy, though. If it wasn't windy, we got a nice sunny day. We'd have a nice day here today, other than the wind. But, hey, that's New England. All right, we got the bottle opener. We do. First time we're using this, telling us the bar is open. Well, I'm down in my man cave, sitting at my desk. I'm not at a bar. Sitting at my desk in my man cave, which I do a lot of things here. One of them is beer reviews. All right, no further ado. Quick look at the bottle for you folks. This is the Cerveja beer. And Cerveja is, I guess, the Spanish version of how they say beer. So it's pretty well straightforward. I like their bottles. It's a different color brown, lighter than the American other brands of beer that I've had. But I like this, that they emboss the name on here. So if the label disappears, you know what brewery this was. This is not 12 ounces. It's US 11.2 ounces. It's 330 milliliters by the metric, 5.2% alcohol by volume. Okay, I will do. Stop talking, get the opener. Because I am interested to really try this brew, even though I've had it. Pours nice, looks good. Looks real good. Clear, like a typical lager. Carbonation's in there. Nice white head on it. Probably a half-inch head. Nice looking brew. See what they have to say on this beer. The company itself, the brewery. They're saying it's a Pilsner beer. It's going to be golden and luminous, of fine, refreshing flavor. Well, we'll see if that's the case. This was released in 1927 with an alcohol content of 5.2%. Super Bock is included in the group of beers known as lagers, basically low fermentation beers, bottom fermentation. The selection of the best malt and hop varieties, as well as the use of a special pure yeast, along with the best processing condition, allow us to obtain a fair, bright, and vivid beer with a very pure, white, and creamy foam head. Well, the head's got a potato now, as you can see. But I've heard and read in different beer books that this is a finely brewed beer because of the ingredients that are put into this beer. So we will be the judge of that. We will be tasting it. Let's get a nose to it. Oh, typical lager, as you might know. It's fresh kind of flavor of those. I do get that. I say fresh flavor of those lager beers. A little bit of that malt. They do have an adjunct, and I'm pretty positive. I think they have some kind of cereal they put in this. You got a little dankiness, and when I say dank, that isn't a bad thing. Some people call it skunky of the European beers, particularly the German beers, and this being on the Pilsner side of the lager. Getting some nice herbal, the hops that are in this. Some that bready, crusty kind of biscuity, bready aroma that you kind of get when you have a beer like this here. It is clear. Look at that. Other than the glass steaming up, it is really a clear brew. All right, let's take a taste. The aroma is just nice in this. Some grassiness. White pepper. And that peppery, nice I don't know why pepper. It's like an herbal kind of smell. All right. No further ado. Bottoms up. It is a lager, like I keep saying. It is in the fashion of a Pilsner, but doesn't have the flavor of a Pilsner. It's away from the main line of lager, but it does not have that dankiness that I say of a Pilsner brew at all. It's light-bodied, light mouthfeel to it. A nice carbonation. It's smooth. It comes like a smooth and creamy kind of a beer. An easy drinker. You can pound these down before you know it. Your six-pack of beer is gone. It comes in a six-pack, by the way. I would say it's very drinkable for sure. And would I get this again? Yes, I would. Only thing is, like I said, there's so many lineup of lagers in front of me. But I would definitely get this with friends, family, fellow workers coming over. Definitely, I like this. They call them after work beer, like around the house after housework is done. You know, cutting the lawn, doing some cement work outside, some electrical work outside, digging posts up a fence, and you sit down and you just wash your hands and faces. You relax. Maybe you got a can of beer nuts with you, some potato chips, or some chicken wings, and this would go great with that. At that time, it would go very good. Very drinkable in the lines of the lagers. Doesn't have much hoppiness in it at all, because it's not an IPA or a hoppy beer, but you can taste the herbal kind of essence of the hops that are in this. I did try to do some due diligence on to find out what hops were in this, and couldn't get anywhere. There was no information on, and the brewery doesn't give it out. It's kind of a very drinkable beer. So, I'll wrap this up, not take too long. From a beer from Europe, it does not have the, to me, the dank flavors, which I thought it might, or skunkiness of the European, the German style, and Heineken. This does not have that. This is more like an American lager, a mild American lager. It's crisp, but it's light in the mouth feel, but it's very drinkable. Very sessionable beer for sure. At 5.2 though, you could get pretty tipsy, as they say. But I'll thumb this up. Yes, I would get this again. I advise you to get it. I give this 2 thumbs up because it is a good drinkable beer. I like it. Very nice from Portugal. So you folks over there in Portugal, so those brewers over in Portugal have done a fine job. You've made a fine beer. I like lagers, and this is a fine lager. I guess in the tradition of the German brews there, the Pilsners, or well, actually Americans brew Pilsners too, but Pilsner is really a German beer. But as I say, folks over in Portugal, the brewmaster, all you workers, you've done a great job. It's a good beer. It's enjoyable. Now, at the end of the beer review, you know how this part comes up. All right, we got the beer there, but I guess we could leave that there. Say my loving wife's always picking me up the snacks. Something just came in right now. And if I can open it, we'll be doing good. Okay, trying the wrong side. There we go. Ah, look at that. Chicken wings. I think these are the salt and vinegar ones. They look good. I think so. I definitely need some napkins for this. All right. All right. Yeah, it's a bit we don't have the drone. It's over there, parked over there. My beer nuts can. We'll go back to using that and get squared away. All right. These look good. Let's see what I gotta get the beer. Oops, I focus my arm. Big fat arm in the way here. Try to keep that in. All right. All right. All right. No further ado. They look good. They look delicious, actually. Oh yeah. There's sea salt and vinegar. These go very good. Very, very good. Good beer. Sea salt and vinegar. Excuse me for talking with food in my mouth. I don't want to run this review. It's a beer review, but it's turns into a food review. For too long. They are good. Should my lips smack them. They're very good. I like that sea salt and vinegar. When I go down there to the grocery, they have the salad bar, or soup cut kiosk, the kiosk with the chicken wings, all kinds of chicken wings. They never have ones I like. My wife goes down, and they always have. She ends up always getting the salt and vinegar. That is good. Kind of delicious. One more. Damn. Big swig of beer. These are cooked just right, the way I like them. That flavor. Dealing with the salt and the vinegar, it makes you want to drink a beer. Alright, with that said, I'll finish up here. Stop my lip smacking. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that hits the spot. Mmm. Mmm. Alright, folks. With that said, oh, there goes the drone. I gotta get that drone up there, don't mess up the camera in it. No. That said, this is the beer. I will get it again, yes. If I used to try it. I don't think the beers from Portugal are too big. I mean, not that they're not bigger in the United States. In the world they are. But they're just not too big in the United States. I think they think of Portugal and Italy and Romania and France and Spain and all in Greece as countries that produce more wine than beer. And that's probably true. That's true. They just don't think of it as a beer producing country. And I really don't think Portugal, I think it is a wine country. Matus wine being the #1. But they have the world's greatest port wine. I do know that I like port. But anyways, with that said, folks, have a good day. Enjoy the day. You say, it's kind of cool here today in Massachusetts. Long shirt weather. The sun is out with a beautiful day. Beautiful day. So have a good day, folks. Ciao.